Weeks, and when I tell you, honey, the women are balling. They are doing it so freaking big, like their skills, their agility, their heart, their passion. It's all there. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Urban FinTech at the G Spot Studios channel, where we try to make finance and technology sexy. I'm your girl, G, and we are talking basketball today, baby. Yeah. It says here, Iowa's Final Four matchup was ESPN's most watched basketball game ever as women's sports shatter records. So this is huge news. It says here, Caitlin Clark and the Iowa squad lost the NCAA Women's Basketball Championship to South Carolina on Sunday, but they took home the gold for ESPN. The U.S.'s leading sports network said a record 14.2 million people saw Iowa take down UConn on Friday. The women's Final Four matchup was the most watched basketball game in ESPN's 45-year history. Unbelievable. I'm so excited. I'm so proud of these young women. It says here, the women's Final Four game beat an ESPN viewership record set in 2018 during Game 7 of the NBA Eastern Conference Finals between the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Boston Celtics. All right, so it says, come for the game, stay for the TikTok edits. Women's sports are having a viral moment as younger generations tune in more than ever before. Just over a half of American adults spent some time watching or following women's sports in the past year. And now for years, women athletes' pay and sponsorship have trailed men's and the games that men play professionally. It didn't usually draw as much attention and ad spend as male sports. So as viewership soars, media coverage of women's sports has nearly tripled, y'all, since 2019, and more money is pouring in. And so what it's saying here is that the ESPN owner, Disney owns ESPN, in case y'all didn't know, said it sold out of ad spots for this year's Women's March Madness Final Four and championship rounds, and doubling women's tournament revenue from last year. So it doubled the revenue that it made last year, just this year, in the Final Four and championship games. And so in January, ESPN and the NCAA renewed their broadcast deal for another 8 years. So that's good, that's substantial. Valuing the women's tournament at $65 million a year, which is 10 times more than the current deal. So this is growth at its finest. I happened to watch the games over the last couple of weeks, and when I tell you, honey, the women are balling. They are doing it so freaking big, like their skills, their agility, their heart, their passion. It's all there. I watched a show, Drink Champs, the other day, and it had Shaq on there, and they asked him about women's sports. And this was a couple of years ago. And he said the one way to fix women's sports so that they can get the respect, financial contributions, and to get the viewership is to lower the court by maybe half an inch, so maybe 9.5 feet as opposed to 10 feet, so that women can dunk. And I thought, okay, that's but I think there could be some truth to that. I think it in terms of athleticism, the women have shown that they absolutely can compete. I've seen women who got more ball handle, more skill, more crossover than some of these male athletes, okay? But to lower that and allow for them to be more playful, exciting, and really just tap into some of those skills that they haven't been able to do over the years, I think it's not a bad idea. So Shaq, I'm with you on that. Women's sports basketball, I am so excited for the future of what this is going to do for women. They've been underpaid for too long, and now is the time.